Bonjour.
Hey guys, it's Miles and Eric here. We're going to talk about martial law, which just came out everywhere and also in Australia somehow. Oh my god.
This is
It's
awesome.
like never happens. Stuff never comes out in Australia at the same time. Everyone's like, oh man, I sure do like playing with new cards. And we're like, yeah, like R&D interface. Yeah. Anyway.
Lunar Cycle, really going
Lunar
great.
Cycle. Lunar Cycle's great, man. I remember it. Man, how good's NEH? OP.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here to talk about martial law, which has a bunch of cards in it. Starting with...
MK Ultra.
Yeah.
The new killer for Anarchs, completing the conspiracy cycle.
Yeah.
The Breakers has the same install from Heap Effect.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than Mimic to install, which is nice.
That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also a little bit more expensive than Mimic to break most 3-strength sentries, unfortunately.
Yeah, Mimic, it's not super efficient. But it's not supposed to be because, you know, killers are not, you know, supposed to be Anarch's jam, so this thing just kind of jams out of your heap and comes in.
Yeah.
Where I think this does fit in really nicely is those Siphon with Siphon Valdex, because they're like mostly Faust anyway, and your Mimic is almost always just to do with like Swordsman or Komainu or whatever, so I think this is really good for that because you just go, oh, I'll feed it to Faust and pop it out when I need it. Yeah, pretty good.
On the other hand, there's sort of a new archetype coming out, this Mopo Stamp thing.
Oh, the frantic coding thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing that a little while ago. Probably a slightly worse list out of Omar.
Okay.
But it was pretty cool, and like just being able to trash a whole bunch of your cards and like dig for this thing at the same time as grabbing your Magnum Opus or your Yogo.
Yeah.
Yog.
For those of us who aren't Eric.
Like having this installable from Heap actually means you can get like a rig of breakers set up pretty quickly, and with Opus money, like that's like the numbers on this aren't as bad when you have that much money.
Yeah, sure. So for those of us who aren't in the know, there is now a frantic coding kind of whiz thing floating around where you have Magnum Opus and frantic coding and Vamp, and also Temujin, because if you have Temujin and Anarch good cards, and good decision making,
just have a really good time.
Yeah, you'll probably be fine anyway. And what you do is you trash 10 cards at once, and that's really fun. And hopefully get Magnum Opus. And then so this kind of fits really nicely in here. Yeah. Actually, before we move on, Eric, what have you been playing lately? Tell the people.
I've been playing Smoke mostly, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get back on the Frantic Anarch bandwagon after this pack, because I think MK Ultra rounds that out nicely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been playing Smoke. With some like weird influence slots that are going to get moseyed around, but yeah, it's pretty much just like good stuff. Good stuff, Stealth Shaper. Some of the stealth stuff that comes out in this pack is pretty good looking.
Yep.
On the flip side, I've been playing like a pretty old school Blue Sun list.
Oh yeah, that's a thing now.
Yeah, I mean like the newest card in is Bulwark, and apart from that, the next newest thing is Clone Suffrage Movement.
Okay, yep, sure.
Yeah, so like I've never explored that at the time. Just brought that back, having some fun with it.
Yep.
It seems pretty good. Doesn't do amazingly against tier 1 stuff. It's like a T1.5 thing, but it's fun.
Well, Blue Sun's doing quite well at the moment because a lot of people are playing Smoke, and Smoke doesn't like Blue Sun very much.
Big barriers suck to break a lot of the time.
It's true. So Blue Sun's pretty good at the moment, all y'all who are thinking of playing a deck and like Blue Sun, because, you know, Blue Sun's pretty cool.
Yeah, sweet.
I tried it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I still think it's pretty good.
I think it takes a certain disposition to sort of like feel comfortable with a lot of the decision making for Wayland heads. I think it's going to be a good time, and best defense if you're going in on like the mid-seasons
good card.
Mid-season style tagging bandwagon. Yeah, I mean like it's great if they don't have tags. It's amazing if they do.
Yeah, totally good card. Yeah, for sure. Blue Sun's always been a really rewarding idea. I think. A lot of decisions. I've tried it, but it really bums me out when I don't get my Oversight early, because then you just feel sad. And I don't want to be sad and poor. If I wanted to be sad and poor, I guess I'd play Wayland. Anyway.
What have you been playing then?
I've been trying to work on the Siphon Valve. Because we got Store Championships coming up pretty soon, so I'm playing Store Championships. So I'm playing CTM, because I still think it's really good, and I think it's really fun. I've been playing Temujin Wiz because that's really good and really fun. Yeah. Me and Rob have been playing this. We've made some spicy tech choices.
Oh, really?
Coming up, we made some spicy tech. We took out Net Ready Eyes because we're scared of Best Defense, so we put in Rebirth and Faust.
Nice.
And that's been real good. It's been real good. Rebirth's done some serious work out of Wiz. No one sees it coming. Siphon Valve's awesome, but like, if you don't draw your siphons early, it seems hard, and I might be too scrubbed to play it. So I'm going to stick with Temujin Wiz because it's super good and I really like playing it. And also I've been playing the Ultimate Piranha Yomi deck,
Oh my god, I love this deck. I love it so much.
This is great. So I took this from... It's called Fake Foods on there on the DB. Went like 10-0 at King of Servers. And what you do is you have 7 5/3 agendas, 3 motions, 3 archive memories, 3 Junebug, 2 Cerebral, 2 Ronin,
yeah,
and 2 Clones Are Not People. So what you do...
Clones are really important.
Yeah, because if you just motion all the time, like you just motion blindly with no regard for consequences. And hopefully you can do motion to 5/3, play Clones Are Not People the next turn, and then score it to get you 4 points, at which points all your motions are super live.
Yeah.
And it's really funny, and I have still not lost a game with it. A bunch of people in our group have tried it and lost like 2 games collectively.
And we've played a lot of games. I think we're physically playing with your deck as well.
Yeah. It's just been going around and just winning, and none of us can quite explain it. I don't think I'm going to take it to a store champ because I'm still scared of having real 5/3s. But
I'm going to do it, actually.
Yeah, but the thing is...
this first one, I'm going to play it. Because it has the best win rate of any Corp deck I've played.
Yeah, which is just insane.
The last couple of months.
Yeah, it's got a really good win rate.
It's the best thing since Sync.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, I mean, I might play it because the thing is, it's really hard to be a Corp at the moment because like everyone's teched for CTM and NBN in general. Scoring 7 points is really hard without AOI. Killing people is really hard, so just do motion bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, like, net and brain damage wins.
Yeah, so if I do... I'm going to try hard a couple of SCs, I think.
Yeah.
And
we've got plenty to choose from here.
Yeah, we got a lot of SCs, so I'm going to try hard a couple. And if I do really well or really badly, I'm just going to play Pilana and just completely cruise through the entire day, just being like, oh, I drew a card. Guess I'll motion it.
Yep, awesome.
Seems good. All right, back to martial law.
Let's get to card number 2 of the review.
Yeah, we're going to do this between every card. It's called On the Lam. Hey, it's Defensive Andy. I've been wanting to see what would happen to her, and I'm glad she didn't die.
Yeah, I think this is a refreshing exit card as well, because it's not what anybody expected at all.
It's just like, hey, Andy was never Andy to begin with.
Right?
It looks like it's Katie Jones.
Oh my god. Oh, imagine if it was. I was musing the other day, like, what if Leela and Andy were the same person, because I'm always rebirthing from Andy into Leela.
Oh, man, that's possible.
Yeah, but from this silhouette, it could be almost anybody.
Could be almost anybody. Still, obviously a girl, but I don't know, maybe it's the cyber future. Maybe you have, like, curvier dudes in the cyber future.
It could happen.
Anyway, so this is a card with 3 cost. Event. It's a condition event, so install On the Lam on the resource as a hosted condition counter with the text trash, avoid up to 3 tags, or prevent up to 3 damage.
So I'm curious, Miles, do you know whether this means that to use this trash ability we trash the resource, or we trash the condition counter?
The counter.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yes, because it doesn't say you add that text, because otherwise it would say that resource gains the text.
Yeah, okay,
so
cool.
this would be you trash On the Lam itself.
Yeah. So you're a criminal, so you're almost definitely going to have a resource, but the condition of having it on a resource means that if you get tagged, that's the corpse recourse for actually getting rid of this if it's a problem for them?
Yeah, for sure. So you want this down, obviously, before hard-hitting news or breaking news is starting to hit the table. The other question is, what do you stick this on, right? Like, security testing seems like a good candidate to me.
I haven't seen sec testing for a while. I think blockade runners like the card draw du jour at the moment.
Okay, yeah, you need permanent stuff, right?
So it's not going to be a casts or rise or
immersion. That's a bad idea. Yeah. But this is obviously a super good counter to breaking news. Super counter to any of this 24/7 stuff that goes around.
Yeah.
I think we'll expect to see this.
Yeah,
definitely. Very possibly in the Nexus Anti decks, which I still don't rate, but if I get wrecked by it, I will.
Actually, before we move on, I think it's interesting that is the implication here that because it's installed on a resource, the sort of law implication is that you're going undercover as this resource?
My interpretation is you're just like hiding in their basement. Like, nice. Yeah, that's my interpretation of this. Like you're just like, hey Katie, I just need to crash somewhere for a few days, and then you dump your stuff and bail. That's my interpretation.
Yeah, sweet.
But you don't actually go because you're still playing the game. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Pretty good in Geist too, because it's trashy. Pretty good in Geist. Geist
Trash Can Brewers.
Trash Can Breeze. Alright, Cold Read. 0 cost event. Stealth. Make a run and place 4 credits on this card, which you may use only during this run. When this run ends, trash 1 program cannot be used during this run. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's sort of stealth stim hack.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that seems to be the talk. And the trash 1 program thing kind of sucks because you're probably trashing an icebreaker.
It's pretty weird, right? I
Yeah.
guess what you do is I guess there's a few ways to do this. You could use this to trash, and if you want to avoid the program trash, you could use this to... No, but you could if you wanted to use this to trash an asset. So you could use this, run a Sensi or a pack campaign or something. Do the 4, or even a Sensi, whatever. Because you could use an SMC to pull something else out during the run.
Right.
And then it's not there anymore, so you don't have to trash anything.
Hmm.
So I can see that as a use for it.
Okay.
Maybe like
That's
paperclip or something. But it's a pretty high cost potentially.
Yeah.
But I can see ways where you could use this, for sure.
At first I was thinking that maybe if you're using a cloak or something, a credit from a cloak, but that doesn't technically count as using a program, does it?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Yeah, because what this feels like to me is like the sort of...
No, it doesn't, no.
Yeah. This is like the do or die card where it's just like, I've got to get in here
Yeah, sure, okay.
this turn and I need that big boost.
Yeah. So you see this as really an end game kind of card.
Yeah, absolutely. You just hold on to that so that the corpse maths are off on whether you can get into that server.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Yep.
I think that's the big play.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I don't know, in Smoke I've been playing backup breakers because I'm paranoid about Arc Lockdown.
Yeah, sure.
So that's kind of okay, actually. Like,
yeah, and of course
Houdini is like nothing to install.
Yeah, and I guess as well it's just Shaper, so you have phone chip and you have whatever. So, interesting little card.
Hannah Christensen does sick art.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. We've got like Smoke, just doing Smoke things. Damon's Waifu.
We sure Smoke's his favourite?
Yeah, there's so many Smoke cards. There's like 50.
It's all very smoky.
You like Smoke too, don't you, though?
Yeah, she's kind of a babe.
Yeah, you think Smoke's a babe. And also you've been playing.
Eastern Bloc babes. Equivocation
Here we are again.
is a 2-to-install 1 MU program. Whenever you make a successful run on R&D, you may reveal the top card of R&D. If you do, you may force the corp to draw that card.
I think this is pretty bad.
It's interesting. I feel I'd be surprised if there wasn't a
It's
good
unique,
way to
which
play
is weird.
Yeah.
I guess they're scared of you just doing some
Stacking
weird
them?
mill strategy, but I don't know, it seems super bad. I don't know what this is for. Like,
I think this is for, well, I mean, Damon usually works within the cycle. So if we look at other R&D stuff, I mean...
Top Hat?
Yeah, we've got Top Hat, and Indexing seems to be a smoke card.
Yeah.
So I think this is for, like, maybe, like, post-RDI, post-R&D interface days. This is, like, an interesting way to dig deep.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's a snare. Get that snare out of here. But, like, I don't know. It seems... I don't know if this seems bad to me. It's another Smoke Waifu card because they're doing like a card trick on it. I'm pretty sure that's the cold read art on the back.
Oh, really? Oh my god, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, so that's cool. It is only the illusion of choice is the flavor depth, which is technically correct.
I think what you do with that is you indexing and then you run again and make them draw and then you top hat for card number 5. I think that's the crazy play you make.
Yep.
So that you see like one card deeper than like your whiff indexing.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's for when your indexing goes wrong.
Yeah, and it's a 3-card
indexing
combo.
goes wrong.
Hats will be reached into.
And you know,
cards will be drawn.
Whiffing on an indexing is the worst feeling.
It does kind of suck.
It feels terrible. You go 5 deep and you're like, okay.
It comfortably won me again against CCM last night, though.
Indexing. Yeah, I mean, it's a good card. I'm not going to say indexing's not good. Indexing is kick-ass.
Reach in there. And it's good against every deck.
Yeah, indexing is good. You heard it here first.
It's going to rotate, though.
Hey, look, it's misdirection. It's friggin' smoke. It's vaping.
Yep. All she does is... She's a magician, though. I mean, like, do you know any magicians that don't get high?
No, I don't think I know any magicians.
Dude.
How many magicians do you know?
No, I just assume.
And you can't assume things about magicians.
That's true. They are another breed.
Yeah, they're not... Yeah, they're individuals.
They're not usual.
Misdirection program, install O, Memory 1, Influence 2. Click, click, X credits, remove X tags. Pretty good tag removal. Pretty good against hard-hitting news. Pretty dang good.
Yep.
It's the most fundamental element of illusions and running both. In either case, it should be the first skill you master. L, smoke, Damon's waifu, Skovac. Yeah, so this is good, right? This is going to be a one-off in Shaper, I imagine.
Yeah.
Because
3 SMCs, whether or not.
Because one thing that Shaper, or Smoke in particular, I guess, really struggles with. I'm going to say Smoke in particular because most other Shaper builds at the moment have that Opposite and Ecstasy rabbit hole thing.
Yeah, and they're fine with the tag matchup.
Yeah, they have ways to deal with it. Smoke suffers with CTM because if you don't get a super good start, you can really struggle with the assets.
Yeah,
and
you can get buried.
Yeah, and then you can get dunked on.
Yeah.
But this is a good way to catch up, remove those tags if they're hard hitting use you. You definitely have it out. You can do the classic, get tagged, install this, do the thing, and then you still lose most of your turn, I guess, but it's not as bad as it could otherwise be.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of Smoke builds playing Siphon as well, and that's like another little added synergy that might be nice.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So
I'm going to start slotting it.
Yeah, do it. So basically, this is going to see play.
Yeah, it's good.
Next is Reaver.
Oh man, this guy's funky. This guy's interesting.
It looks like it's a skull inside another person.
Yeah, it's a skull in a hood.
It's like
in
some
digital rain.
Yeah, I always like weird digital cards in there. They're pretty dope.
Yeah.
So this is an Apex card. It's 4 influence. That's a lot of influence.
It's not going
and I can see why, because it's powerful.
It's crazy
sometimes. 2 credits, 1 memory. Reaver program. The first time you trash an installed card, each turn draw 1 card. Ooh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. This is like the corner. This is like a real engine card for Apex.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
pretty big. It's unfortunate that Apex's breaker costs 4 memory, and this costs 1 memory.
Yeah.
But, it's a powerful effect, and someone played this against me, actually. I proxied it before it came out, and I was playing CTM. And they apocalypsed the bejesus out of me, and then just drew all their cards. And they had Chopbot. It was a hard game, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, nice. Well, Apex has been getting better and better, I think, more so than any other. Oh, Adam's
gotten better.
Adam's gotten better.
And Sunny's gotten better.
Yeah. I think this does potentially more for Apex than any other mini faction.
Okay, yeah,
because Sunny's current this cycle, it's good.
Oh, you're saying this is like the best mini faction card this cycle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a big call because Find the Truth did heaps for Adam.
Okay.
Right up.
Yeah.
He no longer has the same dud matchups he had before.
Yeah.
But this is something else. If you can sort out the MU issue with like leprechauns or God knows what it is you need to do, but this just gets the Apex train rolling like nothing else.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think it's right. It's a good engine card for him. So we'll probably see some play if you're in Apex land. I played against Apex maybe twice.
Yeah. I don't know. I played against someone with the Susano and Makoto in like a Polana Foods mutate deck.
Oh, man.
It's silly. Susano just hoses.
Dude, I got wrecked by a mutate deck.
Really?
Well, no, I won. But they were starting to wreck me.
Yeah?
And then I won. There was like potential unleashed mutate.
Oh,
it was pretty sick.
That's cool.
I didn't see it coming.
I want to try that because potential unleashed loves loves DNA tracker, but like I always wind up so poor when I try to res that thing.
Yeah.
And Shiashi is another spoiled card that's coming out. It's
that looks dope.
It's going to be amazing, but who the hell can afford it?
Yeah, it's like it's 12 to res.
12 to res.
For those who don't know, it's a card coming out that's like, God, I can't even remember. We have to look it up. It's pretty nutso. Oh, hold on. It's like Deadless Complex.
I think it's like a 12 to res, 8 strength barrier with a few subroutines on it.
It's got a few subroutines, and it's also got this effect.
If there's an AI installed, due to net damage, I think.
Yeah, if there's an AI installed. Okay, well, we can't find it, but it exists. You'll have to take our words for it.
Here we go. So whenever the runner breaks a subroutine, this is different to like Bulwark or IP block. It's not an encounter. Whenever the runner breaks a subroutine on Shiashi while there is an AI installed, trash the top 2 cards of the runner's stack.
Damn.
And there are 3 subroutines on here. So that's potentially 6 cards off the top of the stack.
Jeez.
And we've got do 2 net damage, and the runner.
Yeah, big scary eyes coming out.
Amazing.
Big scary eyes.
And a barrier too?
Well, wait, is this the next pack?
This is for
It's in
Quorum.
Quorum?
This is in
Dude, this
Quorum.
is the next pack? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, oh, alright, expect us to just, like,
That's gonna be
make a
damn
mess
good.
all over again when this thing comes out.
Wow, that's messy. Alright, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
Alright, Interdiction. This is the best art in the pack. It's Big Robot Man.
Oh my god, so good. Oh, I want it on my mat so bad.
It's so
please
tight.
get on my mat.
Oh my god. Spicy podcast. Interdiction. This card is not trashed until another card is played or an agenda is scored. The card cannot res non-ice cards during the runner's turn. This is my USMC-XOB 32. There are many like it, but this one is mine. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
It's 1 cost current, by the way.
Great flavor text.
Yeah, I think it's
super
tight.
star.
I think it's tight.
Yeah, it's super tight.
I think it's a good card.
I think it's going to be really good in criminal with political operative. I mean, that solves most of your problems.
Yeah, I think this has a lot of... It's like, not exactly neutral ruminal, but you can use it in the same way sometimes. Like, you can do... like where they go for a score, and you play this, click one, and then run, and then it's functionally ruminal.
Yeah.
Because it kills those defensive upgrades.
Yeah.
In fact, in that case, it's functionally better than ruminal.
Absolutely. So there's no surprise Jackson's either, so it gives you more recourse if you're doing the kind of indexing plays we were talking about before. If you've got that pull-up, it means that whatever you have to worry about this turn is already res.
Yeah. And it doesn't just kill Caprice and Ash, this kills like all those other weird defensive upgrades that you see sometimes too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think this is quite a powerful card, actually.
I think it's okay with things like Price-Like and Advanceable Traps, though, isn't it? Because they're on access rather than needing to be res.
So it won't affect that.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't affect, like, my Virtual Tour.
Yeah.
For example. But, like, I think it's pretty good. It's got...
The spread is phenomenal.
Yeah, it hits... Like, this hits quite a lot of relevant stuff. Again, this is something the Corp can play around. But you can still do that click one, play this, click two, go and do other stuff, which is pretty sweet.
Click one this, click two Siphon is pretty good too, because then you can't just
Grid,
dump, you can't just dump credits into Chris Grid or just like an Adonis or something.
Yeah,
as well.
so I think this is quite an interesting card. I think it'll see some play. There's a lot of applications.
This thing's huge.
Okay, next up we got one of the sickest cards
Yes!
ever, Baba Yaga.
Oh, this is why I love it when like
This is the
I don't see
sickest card.
scoops for ages.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god, this is coming out in a couple of days?
This was never spoiled too.
Really?
This was never spoiled. This was never scoops until when the pack was like in people's hands.
That's phenomenal.
It's so tight. So you probably know what Baba Yaga is, but in case you don't, it's a 5 cost, 1 memory, icebreaker, AI, neutral, 2 influence. What? You may host any number of non-AI icebreaker programs on Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga gains the paid abilities of all hosted icebreaker programs. Oh my god!
So let's break that down in case you're not quite following here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna the ideal thing to do here is get a bunch of icebreakers and get the pump ability that is the most efficient for you.
Yeah.
So like paperclip or something like bridge that is 2 for 4 or gold is 2.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. What's the price?
Like
of it?
1 for 5 or something.
That's crazy. And Sharpshooter is 1 influence as well,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And then you've got Yogg is
Yogg.
0 to break all of the breaking
Code
code
gates. Fairy 0 to break sentries.
Morningstar is 1 to break every barrier subroutine.
Yep. That or there's a whole bunch of
There's
various, breaking
so many.
codes. This is dope.
It's so cool.
You got to remember this doesn't invalidate memory, so you can't just stack things on here forever.
Yeah.
And then, I really like this card design because it's not OP.
Yeah.
I can't see this being OP. You can build, your magic super mega rig, but those have always existed.
Yeah. You kind of need to bend over backwards to do a little bit because sequencing is essential here because Baba Yaga has to be down first.
Yeah, totally. There's all kinds of things that will prevent this from being ridiculous, I'm pretty sure. I mean, people said that about Faust at first. So. But this has so many caveats attached. It's so cool, though.
Yeah.
Because it's just one of those real... Oh, what is this a Timmy card or a Johnny card? I think this is a
Timmy combos.
It's a Timmy combo.
Johnny likes big stuff.
This is a big stuff card, right?
I think this is a Timmy card because you want to combo all of this stuff together that you want.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to just make one big sick thing.
Okay, yeah, that's Johnny then, yeah.
I think this is what this is. You just want to make just wait till I get my combo. You know what I mean? You want to get your big sick icebreaker that's this tall. You want your entire deck on top of Baba Yaga. Yeah, it's sweet. There's obviously things that you need to worry about, like Swordsman, because this is still going to be an AI, so you'd have to be able to deal with Swordsman.
And Turing is the other big one.
Yeah, Turing will be the other big one for sure. And like Max Batty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's so sick.
I think this will be okay. Speculation on where to play this. I think there's like a great rig out of every faction for this.
Yeah.
I think Shape's going to have the easiest time sequencing it properly.
Yeah.
I think Professor might even be an interesting
Yeah,
choice
this is
for
one
this.
of these cards that everyone's like, ooh, Professor!
Yeah. This is how you know your friends. You're just like, Baba Yaga, where do you want to play it? They're like, well, I was thinking about it, Professor. You're just like, you're one of those.
You're one of them.
You're one of them.
I reckon, like, maybe Andy is a choice.
I'm
There's so many
fine
ways.
as
There's
a-
a lot of choices.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing the most insane Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Because someone will do it. And, like, win a G&K with it. And just jizz all over the internet.
I want to see someone win an SC with Baba Yaga.
I would not be surprised,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest. Because people, like, yeah, it's pretty sweet. We like it.
Yeah. I have a lot of weird speculation about this, but I don't want to, like, make an ass of
I
myself.
can't wait to play it against it. I don't think I'll play it because, like, it's just too much of a hassle for me, personally.
To, like, it takes a bit of mental bandwidth to sit down and just go, like, alright, what's the one thing we're going to try out for a while with
this,
Baba Yaga?
yeah, this just, like, isn't my kind of thing that I
Yeah.
want to play, but it's so sick. I can't wait to have it played against me and, you know,
Yeah.
be involved with it. It's
And just
pretty
ogle that beautiful art the whole time.
sick. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to be rubbing it. Alright.
Spicy is the word.
Yeah, so martial law, it's all about, you know, this whole cycle has been about, you know, an uprising kind of thing, right? It's riots in the street.
Absolutely. Financial collapse. The regular law has collapsed, and in this pack, it's thematically meant to be being reinstated by the government, right?
Yeah, the government's coming in and like stomping heads. Haas Burrow, I think, is a big power player in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, there's all this cool stuff happening. So that was a really bad segue to the corpse side of this pack. Let's go.
There is more Corp side to this pack than there is Runner side as well. I think the Corp get 2 extra cards in here.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I don't know, like, I'm always fascinated by pack breakdowns. We've got, like, 1 Anarch card, 1 Crim card, 3 Shaper cards that are all very smoky, and a couple of neutrals. Here we get, this is a big HP pack, and this is a big Wayland pack.
No, let's talk about it. This
Yeah.
is a big one. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. We got Fairchild, King Fairchild. People have been speculating 4-child 4 for ages, and baby, we got it, basically.
We got the Fairchild.
We got the Fairchild, the king.
Singular, unique Fairchild.
Yeah, it is. It's a unique eye. It's one of those unique eyes.
This
So
is
it's
one of those
got,
god eyes.
this is a 9 cost 8 strength card gate. Gosh, that's a lot of strength. Gosh. Alright, subroutines. End the run unless the runner pays 4 credits. End the run unless the runner pays 4 credits. End the run unless the runner trashes 1 of his or her installed cards. End the run unless the runner suffers 1 brain damage.
I love that it suffers, not takes 1 brain damage.
Suffers.
Suffer.
Suffer. Anyway, so
It's a Byroid,
it's 5 influence. It is a Borrow, despite not having the clickability clause.
which is phenomenal.
Architects
of Tomorrow loves this card, I do believe.
Oh, shiza, you might be right about that. I would slot that in a heartbeat.
No sort of.
So this is like Wotan is probably the closest point of reference.
Yeah, people are calling it Baby Wotan or Wotan 2.0, but I think on almost every count this is better.
Yeah, this is better. It's still a ridiculous strength.
Cheaper to res.
You can get through it if you really want to, which is kind of the Bioroid thing.
Yeah.
I think it's not the clickability is how it normally plays out, you know, in 99% of cases. But I guess getting through it if you really, really want to,
Yeah,
if you're willing to pay the cost, is kind of the Bioroid trademark.
yeah. And for that, they get more subroutines than they normally would, or more
Very, very
strength.
powerful
Yeah.
card. So this is a powerful card. I don't know if I think I would prefer to play a Fairchild 3 over this personally, simply because of the face check.
Yeah.
Because if you face check this, you're just like, ah, and then you realize it's actually just in the run.
Yeah.
But it's a bastard to break.
Yeah.
No doubt at all. 8 strength is nasty. What are the commonly played code gate breakers right now?
So,
Yogg, obviously.
yeah, Yogg is what, 5 data cycle counters?
Yeah, which is not insignificant.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Yep.
And I think if you're playing HP, like, reasonably probably want to be slotting at least 1 CVS for
Yep.
those, like, brutal Fairchild face breaks.
Sure.
So we've got Houdini.
Houdini will require 2
pumps,
Yeah, so 4 credits, 2 of which have to be stealth.
Yep.
And then another 4.
which is huge.
That's a lot.
Refractor is 2 stealth credits.
Refractor is 2 stealth credits and 4.
Yeah, which is pretty good,
But
actually.
it's still quite good.
Yeah.
Gordian Blade is like 10,
Mhm.
which is just ridiculous. Like, don't even think about it, numbers.
Peregrine is 10 as well.
Okay, and I
Although with Peregrine, you definitely do res in this. My god.
Yeah, but like, I mean, at this point, I mean, I think those are the most efficient breakers. Like, beyond that, it's only getting worse. So, yeah, this is a pretty dang good card.
Yeah.
It's unique, so you can only have one, but you stick this somewhere you really want it to be, and they're not going through it very many times.
I think because the tax on this is significant, I think this is one of those ones that you save up until later game.
Yeah.
When you know they're not going to be able to get through it.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge boy.
Yeah.
Huge Fairchild of a man. Alright, next, Friends in High Places.
At first glance, you didn't think this was much shot, did you?
No, I did. Oh, thematically? Yeah, sure. But, like, it's a good ass card, I think.
Yeah.
But thematically, I can see it now. It's like HB bringing it's just a fleet of gunships coming in.
And HB knows.
And HB is on. Yeah, HB knows. That's the key here, isn't it?
Yeah.
HB knows.
This is what you do when you know that the government is sending everything down to ruin everyone's day.
So everyone's there,
You
like,
pay 2 credits. You
Man.
say, buddy, I'm glad I have some friends in high places.
wow, it's really easy to just buy the government.
Absolutely.
Like, this is cheaper than a lot of things that I could go into. This is the same price as Daft Punk coming over to your house and making you 5 credits and drawing you 3 cards.
Yeah.
This is the same. Getting the government is the same cost as getting Daft Punk
To party at your
to
house.
party at your house in the future. Anyway, it's a terminal event or terminal operation, more accurately. Cost 2, influence 1. Ooh, influence 1. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I reckon we're going to see this in CTM.
Yeah.
Because the effect is...
After you resolve this operation in your action phase, install up to 2 cards from archives, paying all in-store costs. Ooh, spicy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing a lot of assets, this gives you back your assets extraordinarily efficiently.
Yep, and with something as taxing as, say, CTM, or if you get that ETF credit on install.
Yeah, this is good. This is going to see play. I could see this in CTM very easily, actually.
Yeah.
Just like, boop, boop. My Sensi and my actors, or my thingy is back. My Sensi and my bankers are back.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? IG?
Yeah, that'd be huge.
That'd be huge in IG. I reckon this is good.
Yeah.
I think one influence, this is definitely very powerful.
I know this is kind of left of field, but that German IG list where you play political dealings and you have Jeeves and stuff,
Alright.
that usually wants to do like HB influence.
Yep.
That deck would love this.
Yeah, I
think
wouldn't
this
mind
is like a
trying that.
weird left of field power bump. Maybe see that around.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Flavor text is amazing. Friends give friends advance warning before moving a carrier group down to enforce a no-fly zone. That's something we can all relate to.
Yeah, it's a really decent thing of them to do.
Yeah, really, really nice. So yeah, this is a good card. Wow, this gets back a lot of stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like ice, assets, upgrades, a lot of stuff. Yeah, powerful card. I would consider slotting this. It's like super intense.
Yeah, I think this is your like ETF asset recursion. I would consider slowing this over an archived if you were going like glacial, like classic food codes.
Yeah, because a lot of the times you're using your archive to get back an Adonis or an Ash or a Caprice anyway. Like you're very rarely using it for something like a hedge fund.
Yeah, like Biotic is the best case scenario.
Biotic's
for
pretty
archived.
good. Actually, yeah, Biotic would probably be the one thing, but other than that, yeah, I would probably play this over archive memories most of the time.
Yeah, likewise.
In that sort of situation. Yeah, good card. Real good card.
Alright, what's next, man?
Manta Grid.
I need to finish reading World of Android and figure out, because we're getting like all the districts and stuff, and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. I guess Manta's the beach district?
No, it's the snake district.
Why?
Because can't you see all the snakes hiding in the ark?
Where are the
They're all they're there. Trust me.
Okay, yeah, sweet.
They can see you, but you can't see them.
That's fucked up, man. Why did you do that?
It's nightmares.
Some Jeff Noon's Vert shit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Alright, Manta Grid is a unique HB upgrade.
Yeah,
Region. Res 1, trash 5. That's quite a ratio. If the runner has fewer than 6 credits or no unspent clicks when a successful run on this server ends, you have 1 additional click to spend your next turn. What?
That's a pretty good gain from that effect. Like, you don't want the corporation to get that.
You do not want that to be happening.
Yep. If you're doing the classic Foucault spread, you've got your Vitruviuses in there, you've got your ABTs.
There's
ready to
no...
go.
Yeah, I mean, an extra click is always terrifying for any corporation, and especially for a faction with 6-3-2s. So, yeah. The fewer than 6 thing you can play around, but this wouldn't fire if it was trashed. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't fire if it was trashed.
So if you arrive with 5 credits on the server and you're worried about this being there, that's okay. If
You
you're on
can spend to trash. I mean, you go down to 0, which is obviously
terrible,
bad, but like you can deal with this.
if you're on 4 credits upon arrival,
You are a
just
sad person.
the saddest panda around.
You are a sad panda. So yeah, pretty cool. You can
Very
stick it in a central. This is one of the few reasons, other than Crisium Grid, this is one of the few regions that really make central on its central, I think. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's really cool.
This would be a cool way to play around those like endgame medium digs or something. We throw this down.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe if they can't deal with it, then you just have a free biotic labor next turn.
Yeah, that just closes you.
Yeah, interesting little card. I can see this. I mean, I would love to try out some weird click compression deck with like just all the weird stuff, like Ruhr Valley, ELP, this.
Oh yeah.
Like just go nuts on it.
A ton of bioroids.
Yeah, just like try it out, see what happens. It'll probably be really funny.
Yeah, I think that could be really cool.
Do it in AOT.
This is a cool region.
It's pretty cool. It's a cool region full of snakes. Don't forget that. It's a cool region full of beach snakes. Pretty cool. Beach snakes.
This is the best ice
This
I've
ice
seen
is
in a long time.
This also, more importantly, this ice has like the longest subroutine text of any ice by a long shot.
It has like they reduced the font size.
They had to make the font size smaller. It still fills up the entire subroutine.
The mind game, the real mind game.
0 to res 4 strength. You what? That's the first mind game.
Yeah.
The second mind game is you have to read a
Cannot be
paragraph. Can I be bothered to read this? And I was like, ugh, fires, whatever.
TLDR.
TLDR, man, the real TLDR.
Mm.
All right, you ready for this?
You and the runner secretly spend 0, 1, or 2 credits. Reveal spent credits. If you and the runner spent a different number of credits, choose another server. The runner is now running on that server instead of passing mind game. For the remainder of the runner must add 1 install card to the bottom of his or her stack as an additional cost to jack out.
Wow.
So this is like Bullfrog on drugs.
Yeah, it's Bullfrog on steroids. Yeah, that's right. It's like Bullfrog on steroids.
Yeah, so like this ice stays in the same place, which is better than Bullfrog bouncing around, I think.
Sure.
And it's like the Port Anson, like trash install card on the program. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean it's just all around sick, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of these things where it's like, Jinteki's like, ooh, mind games, you better jack out. But here's the thing. If I wanted to jack out, I wouldn't have made it well. It's like that old saying, if I wanted to be sober, I wouldn't have gotten drunk. Yeah, so, like, this is situationally useful. Because you can be like, ooh, now you're running on my mission card. Ooh, mind game. I don't know. Anyway. I see your point about it being a spicy burrito, but like, yeah, okay. It's a mind games card. It's a hashtag Yomi card.
I think you check this on archives.
Sure, why the hell not?
To protect against Temi.
Why not? 0 cost Temi protection is pretty good.
No.
Yeah. Okay, cool. This has value. Nihongai Grid.
See this one. I love the art.
This is another unique grid. My goodness.
I think we're getting one for every region in New Angeles. I expect 2 more for the other 2 co-ops. Expect 1 for Wayland and 1 for NBN next pack.
Alright. So this is a Res 1 Trash 5 upgrade region. If the runner has fewer than 6 credits or fewer than 2 cards in his or her grip when there is a successful run on the server, you may look at the top 5 of cards of R&D and swap one of those cards with a card in HQ. Yep.
Yeah, so I think this is, like, whereas Manta Grid, you really want to trash if you see it. This one is an interesting proposition.
I don't even care about this at any point.
Yeah.
I think the dream with this is you, like, they run R&D and you swap the top card for a snare or something.
Right, so... Okay, cool.
That's, like, the dream. But I think...
So you want to put this on R&D or HQ so you can do something crazy with that swap.
Yeah,
that's going to be like...
Yeah, but I think this is pretty terrible, honestly. I don't know what to say about it.
I think there's potential there. Yeah.
Okay. Next is IP block. Wait, IP block.
Yes, like Ip Man.
Like Ip Man. This is an Ip Man block. It's a Kung Fu block.
Connection time.
Ooh! Wait, that's the photo text.
2 to res, 4 strength, barrier tracer.
Whoa! It's NBN, by the way.
When the runner encounters IP block, give him or her one tag if there is an installed AI. First subroutine is trace 3. If successful, give the runner one tag, and then end the run if the runner is tagged as the second.
Pretty good.
Look at this, it's protecting a House of Knives. Yeah.
Dude, it is too. It's got a lock on it. Dude, NBN's gone to Jinteki and they're like, no, we invented this.
No.
I'm sure it is.
No, Jinteki, it's one influence. Jinteki's playing this because it's a 2 to res 4 strength barrier.
That's pretty good.
Jinteki loves this.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. So this is good.
Mm.
This is really good against like fast decks.
Yeah, and it's I don't know like. The runner having tags is just baseline good.
Yeah, it's a trace rate. I am going to try this out for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell to replace it with because resist is really good. I don't know what you replace to try this, but
slot over one resist with this.
I'm gonna try this.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. It's got a lot.
Or replace your turnpike with this even.
Oh, that might be really good actually. Yeah, maybe this is one to replace turnpike. I'm gonna try this for sure.
Yeah.
It looks sweet. Sometimes it's just trace 3, give the runner a tag, in which case it's not sweet. But, I don't know.
I love how easy it is to assess NBN cards now as well, because it's like, we know all the good stuff we can do with tags. We've got closed accounts, psychographics, exchange of information, took that business to a whole new level.
Data
ward's phenomenal. So like, now when we see something that has like good stats, cool type, it's a barrier, gives tags, anti-AI, potential in the run, otherwise it's just taxing. I mean, like, that's a really easy to assess card, which means that I think MBN's in a really good place, obviously.
I think, yeah, I'm not 100% sure it's a cut and dry. Because I think it's pretty bad if there's no... Well,
AI?
not bad if there's no AI. I don't know if it's bad. It's still, like, if you really want to be safe, I guess, you still kind of have to break it.
I mean, this gets hosed by link runners.
Yeah, that's what I'm mostly worried about, like link runners.
But if you're worried about link runners, you have a whole bunch of other problems as well, like your resistors are suddenly bad.
Yeah, sure.
Like, everything is terrible.
So maybe this is, yeah, I think this is pretty good, and I'm going to give it a slot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try it out. Alright, next up, it's time for an NBN Goddess. Finally, it only took 18 billion cycles to get here.
Do it, man.
Thoth!
Do it, man. This is your boy.
This is my boy, Thoth. When the runner encounters... Oh god, this is going to be hard. I'm not going to get through this without mispronouncing something. Thoth is an NBN Sentry Tracer. 7 to res, 6 strength. Ooh. When the runner encounters Thoth, give him or her 1 tag. Like, just unconditionally.
Yep, look at this ibis-headed dude. He's like a giant data raven.
Yeah, he is. He's king of the data ravens. He's an ancient Egyptian god. Ibis-headed ass. Motherfucker. Give him or her 1 tag, unconditionally. Subroutines, 2 of them. Trace 4 is the first one. Trace 4 is successful. Do 1 net damage for each tag the runner has. What?
Pretty good.
Guess we're putting net damage on NBN cards now. Sure, why the hell not? Second trace. Trace 4 if successful. The runner loses 1 credit for each tag he or she has. What? Truth like the sunlight shines above all.
Get wrecked.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah. I mean, this is... we were just talking about, like, trace ice that gets hosed if you're a link runner.
Yeah, that's true. This does. But, like, it's pretty sick. Like, it's a big sentry. It's got mean subroutines. If your opponent's gone tag me, they're going to have... If they've gone tag me and you hit them with the closed accounts. Because, like, this happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Where you go tag me. This is something I ran into a lot when I was trying out the Siphon Battle.
Yeah.
Like, I went tag me. I got closed accounts, dude.
Yeah.
I was going ham on medium with Faust. Breaking pop-up windows with Faust, because that's how poor I was.
Wow.
And if you run into this, you have a bad time.
Yeah, you have a really bad time.
Yeah, you have a bad old time. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's unique, which is good, because that would be a large
Crazy otherwise. Yeah.
And, yeah, it's pretty good. I'll play it. I'm going to try it out. I don't know which slot to take. I guess I'll replace Archaea for a little bit and see what happens. Probably not going to work, but whatever.
Wow. It seems like with all these new slots, Ice is getting a little more expensive for NBN if they want to try the new toys.
Yeah. Oh.
Cool deal.
ISIS for reasons. Alright. Next guy's a Whaling guy, so I'll give him to you. Hey, wait, isn't that...
Anson Rose.
No, I was going to say the film critic from The Simpsons.
Polly Shaw?
Jay Sherman?
Jay Sherman, yeah, that's right, Jay Sherman.
Anyway, might be Paulie. Yeah, Paulie Shaw.
No, not
works too.
Paulie Shaw. Not Paulie Shaw. I'm just a spaz. Oh, look at that
So-
weird gun he's got. So he's a 1-to-res executive asset. We like our executives. Easy to search for. Anson Rose is unique, which makes people sad if Rumor Mill's out. When your turn begins, place 1 advancement token on Anson Rose. Cool. Whenever you res a piece of ice, you may move any number of advancement tokens from Anson Rose to that ice. He's 4 to trash, and he does not get paid to be calm.
It's true.
He's 1 influence, but I'll be very surprised if you saw him outside of Wayland.
Yeah.
I'm like stretching here, like maybe you'd seen Lieutenant.
Sure. Why not?
But like, I don't know. This is very much a Builder of Nations card.
This is a very Builder of Nations card because it works on any ice, so you can slap an advancement on an Enigma to make it do meat damage. Other than that, I don't think there are many more applications for this, to be honest.
Yeah. I think the coolest thing I've thought of doing with this, well, the coolest things I've thought of that you might be able to do this, pad factory it up before you res it to fake it out as an agenda, and then when they make a run on the server, you res them and then you chuck those advancement counters on something.
He's got to be res to be having advancements on. Oh no, right? I don't know what Pad Factory does.
No, Pad Factory just puts an advancement counter on anything.
Right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Why not?
Or you can res him and you can dedication ceremonium.
Okay.
And you put something like a Mausolus in front of it. You put him in your scoring remote, dedication ceremonium, Mausolus on the same server.
Yeah.
If I want to come deal with Anson Rose, you get to do a full nastiness Mausolus to them or something.
So
like
he's a
that.
combo guy.
Yeah, he's a
Alright.
combo guy.
All right.
Or
Cool.
you can, if you just need, and he can bait the run like any old ass.
Eric's specialty is, of course, your specialty is weird dedication ceremony combos.
I wish it was my
To be
specialty.
fair.
Well, you know what? By the time the next pack comes out, it's definitely going to be.
Hell yeah. All right.
Let's
Next
look at
guy. Mausolus. This got spoiled a long time ago,
Yeah,
but it's pretty good.
awesome ice. So it's a 4 to res, 5 strength, code gate.
What? That's a ratio.
That's a good ratio in Wayland. Mausolus can be advanced. Apparently either resed or unresed.
Wow.
If Mausolus has 3 more advancement tokens on it, do the parenthetical text instead. Otherwise, do not resolve it. 3 subroutines. Number 1, the corp gains 1 credit or 3 credits if advanced. Next one is do 1 net damage or do 3 net damage. And the next one is give the run on tag or give the run on tag and end the run.
This is some mean-ass subroutines, Eric.
Yeah, so the default ones, corp gains a credit, do 1 net damage, give the run on 1 tag for a 4 res 5 strength code game.
Now that's a fairly nasty face check.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not the end of the world, to be sure. I mean, like, you've got what? Let's think about swings here, because this is the real thing that's important with Wayland is credit swings.
Okay.
The corp gaining 1 is like, so that's 1 credit swing.
So now it's a 3 cost ice, so that's alright.
Yep. Give the run on 1 tag, so that's a click and 2 credits. And then doing 1 net damage on top of that, that seems like a fairly balanced sort of like recoup of cost upon
Yep.
res. And then the tax after that is going to be pretty rough.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic. I think this is quite good even before it gets advanced.
Yep.
And I suspect advancing it is often not the right play, weirdly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think this is the best when you can get the advancements out of nowhere. So, like that
Yes.
Anson Rose play we were talking about
Yeah.
before, putting 3 advancements on an ice like this is 1 credit and a click and a card with a dedication ceremony, so that's relatively easy. Getting, like, all of the subroutines in this ice to fire is pretty amazing if you have some way of, like, the corporate troubleshooting it or something like
Yeah.
that. Or if you can, I don't know. Yeah,
You
just-
really need it done before they can deal with it, because once they can break this, those subroutines don't do it. Like,
Yeah,
so it's kind of weird, but like the ratios are good enough and the face check is good enough that I think this is solid.
yeah, totally. I think this is one where I think the effect of this card being in the meta is that if you triple advance any piece of ice, they're going to assume it's Mausolus, and they're
Yeah.
not going to run until they get their code game.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. Yeah.
And I think that's a cool effect of
That's
this card
valuable.
existing as well.
Cool. Next card is Sapper. It's like that Jinteki one, so you can encounter it in R&D.
Oh, yeah, it's like a Chrysalis, 3 strength,
Like Chrysalis,
Two
it's a 2-strength sentry destroyer subroutine trash one program.
3 to res.
Yep, 3 to res. It's got a, so that's terrible to res. You obviously want to hit in R&D because it's really crap otherwise.
2 to trash.
2 to trash. Yeah, when they encounter it, ignore if it's access from archive. So it's okay. If they have Mimic, it's useless. I think it's pretty bad.
If they're using anything that isn't Mimic though, it's actually pretty good.
I guess, yeah.
Mongoose, that's a 3 credit tax. MK Ultra, that's a 3 credit tax. Golden, we're seeing around a bit, that's a 4 credit tax.
Alright. Daggers, you gotta use a stealth credit.
And 1 regular credit.
Switchblade, you gotta use stealth credits. I don't know, it's alright.
Yeah, it's alright, but yeah, Mimic goes with it.
Next is Show of Force.
What is going on in the art here? I still don't fully...
I think it's gunships.
I thought it was bullets.
No, I think it's like a fleet of gunships flying in.
They don't look like any kind of gunships.
No,
I
but they've got
imagine
little
being in the
engines on
future.
their back.
Okay.
I think, or maybe just a lot of ships. Like a bunch of cop cars showing up. Anyway, it's a 4 advance 2-point Avenger, 4-2 agenda, which is like an Avenger. It's an agenda. When you score Show of Force, do 2 main damage. So it's just a super version of that old card, the 3-1. Project Vulcan. Vulcan cover-up.
Vulcan cover-up.
Vulcan cover-up. It's a big version of that.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would play this card.
Yeah, I mean, like, the best thing I can think of, you know me, I'm just like, best case scenario, does it exist? I think the best thing you can do with this is, like, 24, like, you install double advance, and then you double advance 24/7 for 4 meat damage in a turn.
Yeah, there's, like, ways to do it. But
That's the best you can get out of this.
yeah, some crazy combo. And finally, we have Enforced Curfew.
Oh, look at that sick art, man.
Sick card. Current Costo Influencer. The card is not trashed until another card is played, blah, blah, blah. The runner's maximum hand size is reduced by 1. So not super good. But the art's really cool. Very, very cyberpunk, very classic cyberpunk. And I like that it gives us a window into how hand size works in Netrunner, where sometimes it's like how many resources you have access to, kind of. So you can't get as many because you have to go home or you get shot in the face.
Totally.
Anyway, yeah. So that's martial law.
Yeah, big core pack. I think it's like the biggest deal for HP probably. Runners get a lot of weird, interesting, high-powered new toys. What do you expect to see floating around at Store Champs after this?
Ooh.
I mean, is there any archetype that it brings up to sort of that high tier of competitive playability?
I don't see anything that instantly enables anything crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think. But I think, like, Friends in High Places, we'll probably see play IP Block, Mausolus. Like, Wayland is getting more stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
Misdirection on the Lamb. Like, there's a bunch of cards that'll see play.
Yeah, I think Criminal gets a big boost in the current meta environment with On the Lamb. Like, its competitive viability just went up considerably. I think that might even be like a 2-off if you're really paranoid.
Yeah.
MK Ultra rounds out the cycle, and the Frantic Coding came out in the last pack, so I think that's like, I think if you want to try that other sort of archetype of Anarch, that just became a little bit more viable.
Yep.
I'm not so sure that, like, stealth, like, Misdirection's the biggest thing, I'm not sure about the other two.
Misdirection's good, the other two are kind of weird.
Interdiction will show up.
Baba Yaga, people are going to play Baba Yaga, it's going to be dope.
Yep. whether they win or lose, it is going to be exceptionally cool.
Exceptionally sweet.
Yeah.
Is the sweetest card we've seen for some time.
Yep, and we've got some Jinteki ice that I'm just not in the right headspace to process right now. We've got so much size stuff over the last 5 packs.
Yeah.
And I still haven't seen that many people playing Nisei Division.
There's always some deviant playing Nisei Division. Why not make it you, listener?
You're absolutely right.
Why not make it you?
Play more Nisei Division.
Play more Nisei Division. Or don't. I don't care. I'm not your dad.
Have fun.
Have fun, everybody.
It's rule number 1.
Rule number 1 of Netrunner. Have fun.
Be nice to each other.
Win at all costs. No? No. Play chill. That's the new thing, isn't it?
Chill runner.
Play for chill. Chill runner.
Chill
Have
runner.
more fun.
Number 1 Netrunner is chill runner.
Yeah. Alright, well, thanks for checking this out. We talked through the whole thing. We'll be back soon to talk about more stuff.
Yeah.
That is Netrunner.
Yeah. Get some podcasts out there. Something like that.
Alright, so
Yeah, sweet.
thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys later.